my dear friends. Today I'm going to show you a very simple recipe that I cook all the time at home, especially during the weekdays. When you come home and have an hour you wish that you could eat. This is how I like to do my homemade noodle stir. Quickly going through all the ingredients, this is what you can find in your fridge. Some shrimps, frozen or fresh. It doesn't matter because later after when you put it into the pot it will be warmed up. Then a piece of steak pork, some cucumber, some cabbage, whatever you can find in your fridge that is in your fridge for stir fry. This is a huge zucchini. I'm going to cut into slices. And for the fragrance, you got some garlic, chili, green onion, and a little bit of bean paste. Let's start by making the noodles. It's very simple for 2 persons. 1 cup of flour, pinch of salt, 1/3 cup of water. Water gets in. Mix them well until it becomes all stick together. Then you're gonna knead a little bit. I'm using my spatula to start with because I don't want my fingers to be too sticky and it gets into my nails. That's pretty much it. This is time hands-on. Look how they pretty much stick together. This cup of flour is turning into a smooth dough. What I'll do is I'm gonna wrap up and have it rest for half an hour. Let's leave it there. Within this half an hour, we're gonna cut the ingredients and have it ready. Start with cutting the steak into stripes. Now the reason I use the scissor today is because this piece of meat is the only meat items I'm going to cut. And I'm too lazy to wash the cutting board. The reason I start with this one also because I wanted to, within this half an hour, I want to use the soy sauce to marinate the meat a bit. So if I use the cutting board, that means I have to wash it before I cut the vegetable. Too lazy to do so. And this scissor I can put it into the dishwasher. Very simple. Almost done. Some soy sauce, just to give it some flavor. Now, the great part about Asian cooking or Taiwanese Chinese cooking is that a lot of fermented bean products, when you stir fry it with a little bit of oil, the fragrance will come up a lot more than from the bottle. This little spoon of soy sauce allows the meat to have more fragrance and color. Get your fragrance ready. Garlic and green onion. is to stir fry together with garlic. Very good. This one is a bit thick. The green part, I'm gonna top it up at the end of the cooking process. So I cut them a bit longer, so it's prettier as well. And the chili is not spicy at all, but it gives another fragrance when I stir fry. And I hope that it's spicy enough, so I'm keeping all the seeds and stir fry right from the beginning. Slice. There you go. This cabbage, I'm just using my hand to tear it a bit into bite size. And it's gonna take a little bit, more or less the same time to cook through, but still stay crunchy with zucchini. So I'm gonna place zucchini and cabbage together. They're gonna go into the pot at the same time. This is a huge zucchini and the skin is a little bit chewy, so I cut them off. I like them in stripes, and you can cut it the way you like it. Ingredients is the cucumber. Now remember what I'm cooking this. This dish is depending on what I have in the fridge. Cucumber is crunchy, it's delicious, it's light. You don't want to cook it too long. So once again, this is something that you're gonna add up for the last 20 seconds or so. Now that's roughly around 10 minutes. You have another 20 minutes to heat up the pot and get ready to cook the pasta. In half an hour, I'm heating up the water to cook the torn noodles at the same time. I'm just pulling each piece by piece. This is the easiest way I make my fresh noodles without using a rolling pin. I'm just too lazy to roll it out flat and then cut them in stripes. So I'll just torn them. You can use it wonderfully with stir-fry vegetable and meat, or a lot of time in winter when I missed a lot of soup, I cook it into a torn noodle soup. Ingredients pretty much the same, you just have to add a little bit of flavor into your broth. So, this is boring, isn't it? Noodles and the water is boiling, let's just dump it in for a nice 20 seconds or 30 seconds. You want the noodles to be just half cooked because we're gonna stir fry it together with vegetable, and this juice release from the vegetable and the soy sauce later is going to be absorbed from the torn noodles like sponge. So you want them to be half cooked. Meanwhile, I'm heating up the stir-frying pan. And this is very spicy dry chili. I'm in the mood today eating something spicier. So apart from a non-spicy fresh chili, I'm gonna add another kind of layer of spiciness. This is the smoky. So what I'll do is I'm gonna start adding the oil. And it's boiling. That's it. I'm switching it off. Wait until it stops boiling. I'm gonna bring out the noodles. Okay, lift it up, drain it. Very easy and very delicious. Wouldn't want them to stick together while waiting before stir frying. I'm adding a little bit of olive oil just to keep them apart. Stir a bit. It's also nice to cool them down a little bit so they stay al dente later when we stir fry. When it's starting to heat up, I'm gonna bring all the fragrance into the oil first. By doing so, the fragrance will release into the oil. And I'm gonna bring this aside and let the oil get to the other side of the pot by stir frying first the meat halfway. Just to brown them. I don't want to cook through. Hot enough right now. I'm gonna tone it down a bit on the stove. Lovely. See this brown, beautiful caramelized on the bottom of the pan? It will all contribute to the sauce later. Okay, half cooked. Lift it up. Drain the excess water. And here comes the shrimp. And all the vegetables. Oops. I want to have a bit more flavor. Another vegetable I need to be doing. Yeah, here comes the vegetable. Before I simmer them a bit, I want it still be crunchy and cook through. Onion, the bean paste. Whenever you think that the pot is too hot, switch off the stove. Now, the bean paste on a hot pan will release its flavor. I'm using 5 little ones. Cool. A little bit of noodle water. Here comes the noodle mix. There's no more sauce. You're going to add a little bit of more noodle water. And it's turning into the sauce. And stay creamy. Now here comes back in all the protein. The green onion, cucumber. As soon as they start boiling, switch it off. I want them to be still crunchy. Last itsy bitsy, I'm gonna try if it's salty enough with the sauce. A small pinch of salt will do the trick. Wonderful. See, that's how it should look like. You still have the sauce and it's slightly creamy. Now at this point, the flavor gets into the noodles already. And the heat from the pot is now cooking through the entire protein, like the meat stripes and the shrimps. That's pretty much done. Drizzle some sesame oil. And that's it. Homemade torn noodle stir fry. Let's try it. Lots of veggie and our protein and reasonable portion of noodles. This is for me. Waste the sauce on the edge. And here, a bit of sauce, some vegetable, and the noodles. Can you hear it? It's still crunchy, but cooked through. The sauce contains the juice from the meat, the shrimp, and the vegetable, and this wonderful flavor of soybean. Wonderful. If you'd like to know how I cook it into a soup version, please, you are very welcome to let me know. Try it if you like it. Enjoy. See you next time. Bye.